Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. My name's Jake. It's probably going to be Thursday by the time I get this up, but not Thursday yet. I'll do another one tomorrow, but it might be up earlier. We'll see. You can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. The beer I've got for you today is called Next Up. It's from Upper Hand Brewing Company. It's up in Escanaba, Michigan. I think it's interesting that it's a division of Bell's down in Kalamazoo, but this is canned and brewed in Escanaba. So it is UP based, which is nice. This one's a hazy IPA, which means it should be not clear and kind of bright, yellowish. And yeah, she kind of looked like orange juice. Kind of tastes like orange juice too. So let's get this guy going. Can't tell from here if it's going to be hazy or not. My guess is that it will be, but
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
huh, serious dumb. Talking to me. You get anything from Siri? But I guess hazy sounds like hey Siri to Siri. No.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Oh, seriously? Just make sure that we're still going. We are, good. All right, so it is hazy. Kind of looks like orange juice. Kind of smells like orange juice. Should be hazy. This one's 6.5, 6.7, 6.5% ABV on this guy. So it's heavier, but it should be light-ish. Kind of tastes like bitter orange peel. So, surprise, it's a hazy IPA. Tastes so good. It's a long day today. I got up early. Today's obviously my day off, or one of my 2 days off this week. Got up early so that I could go disc golfing with my brother. And it's a half hour away, and we're going to meet up earlier than what I would normally go out, but it was supposed to be kind of warm. So got up early and headed out, and it was not really warm. It was definitely too warm to wear pants, which he did. Pants as opposed to shorts, not like jeans as opposed to shorts. Not that I wasn't wearing pants, just shorts. But a little bit too warm to be wearing jeans when you're out disc golfing, but that's what he wore, so he got to deal with that. So went out, played 18, and maybe had a beer or two while I was out there, because, I mean, that's the reason that you go disc golfing. He likes to keep score. Score is not my favorite thing. I like to try to get around things and throw the best that I can, and generally enjoy being outside drinking a beer. And usually I do that. Enjoy being outside drinking a beer. That's what I like to do when I'm disc golfing. So I win every time I go. So I got done with that. And then I came home and watched the new Miss Marvel, which is pretty good. There's some parts in this most recent episode that could use to be fleshed out, but it's still the middle of the series, so hopefully they will be. Does this remind me of I'm supposed to tell you about other stuff that this reminds me of, like a beer or something like that. I'm just telling you about how my day went. does this remind me of a beer? If maybe a little bit of Oberon, but it's more toward the sweet and bitter side than Oberon, which, I mean, Oberon is sweet and mostly just sweet, actually. And usually the haze in these comes from wheat, so it's not terribly surprising if it would taste like Oberon. Especially considering that Upper Hand is a part of Bell's Brewery, which is a really weird thing, because Bell's Brewery was just bought by New Belgium Brewery, which I think was bought by something else, and it's owned by some conglomerate. So it's like AB InBev, but it's not. They're letting the people, they buy things up with, oh, I've heard of that brewery. Like with names, they use the names of the breweries that they've bought to buy other breweries, and it makes it so that you don't get as much backlash. Like when Goose Island got bought by AB InBev, that it kind of crushed Goose Island. Although Goose Island's everywhere. Just a little independent brewery in Chicago. Now it's all over the place. Kind of like the little independent brewery from Kalamazoo that's soon to be everywhere. I'm talking about Bell's, because they're bought by a big conglomerate, but it doesn't seem like it because it's just New Belgium. Yeah. So yeah, came home, watched some TV. Had a little snack. Started making an apple pie. It's still not done. I got the apples all cut and peeled, and they're sitting in the pie crust that I made now in the refrigerator so that I can bake it tomorrow. Or, I mean, now it might be today. Who knows? But anyway, peeled the apples and got those guys ready to go. And then it was like 5 o'clock, so I had to go and mow the lawn. So I went out and I mowed the lawn, and that took me till about 9:30. So 5:30 to 9:30, I was mowing the lawn. I didn't even, there was gas in the tractor and everything. It takes forever. It's a big yard, like 2 acres in here, I think. And the mower is not a bad size mower, but it's a lot of yard to mow. I'm not complaining that much because I can go disc golfing right out my back door. And usually Dad does it, but Dad is in California right now, waiting on my niece to be born. She's due tomorrow, so we'll see how that works out. It was a long day. It's not like I got a nap in or anything either, so good times. Good times. Anyway, I've got a quote for you. This one is from Pat Summitt. She's one of the greatest basketball coaches of all time. Happened to be the women's basketball coach at Tennessee. She said, "Value those people who tell you the truth, not just those people who tell you what you want to hear." So if they're going to tell you what's really actually going on, value those people. It also kind of sounds like you should value people that tell you what you want to hear too. Not just those people who tell you what you want to hear. So you should value those people too, but also value those people that tell you the truth, even if they're hard truths. It makes for a better day. Then you know what's coming. Anyway, You can find me on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, all at tubajake_69. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. I'll see you next time when you got time for a beer.